Is failing in a big and major way. Absolutely, the government is failing a lot of Kenyans, especially the common man. But for me, as a person who is in
one of the hardworking Kenyans, and I believe the government has more opportunities that they can give us, a person like me as a youth, to contribute more to the economy.
Hapo naweza sema still alive.
Hapa pia change yako inaweza enda idudikana.
On today's topic is about the accountability, the current mood of civic awareness and economic frustration. The first question is, between the government and your hard work, who is failing more right now? The second question, what is the biggest lie you have ever had the Kenyan politician tell? The third question, do you think the Asla narrative is still alive or was it a scam?
Hi,
Hi,
you're good.
I'm good.
Okay, the question of the day is between the government and your hard work, who is failing you more
The
right now?
government is failing in a big and major way. Absolutely, the government is failing a lot of Kenyans, especially the common man. But for me, as a person who is in a private sector, I think the government is not doing enough, to see to that we are working in a beautiful and conducive, productive environment. Because they are not providing what, in a big way, promised during, their campaigns. We are expecting a lot from them, but we barely feel the expectation of the promises.
The government, of course. Okay, the government, like, unaona kama sahi sisi majezi, you work hard, unatafuta pesa yako, pesa ikifika, like, almost half the amount, government ishachukua, kwanza sha, mi sha inanikulanga hadi inafika, like, pesa ni kama unaona unatupa, juendi osi daily, unaona, sha iko hapo, hizi housing levy, mimi nalipa rent, unaona, hizo manyumba hata sijui ni akina nani wanaishi huko.
I'd say the government.
Okay.
Yeah, because I am one of the hardworking Kenyans, and I believe the government has more opportunities that they can give us, a person like me as a youth, to contribute more to the economy. So with my hard work, with my skills, without the right opportunity, then it becomes a bit hard for me to contribute. But I think when the government provides safety nets where we can do business freely, when the government provides subsidies on some merchandise where we can make some produce for ourselves, when the government gives maybe lower taxes for business people like myself, and gives more opportunity for youth and other Kenyans to work, I think then our hard work will be felt even more. But I believe I'm a hardworking Kenyan, and I believe when the government gives more, then also the economy will achieve more.
Stick to that. So do you still think the Asla narrative is still alive or was it a scam? Hata kama government to fail, but Asla narrative hapo naweza sema still alive. Yeah. Maybe tell us more about that. Juu though wengine wanasema it's not hiyo Asla fund haiko alive. According to me, nilichukua hiyo Asla fund, nilitumia hata nikatumia, then later on nikachukua, so inamaanisha iko hapo mpaka saa hii bado naambiwa you can still take that loan. Okay. So hapo siwezi danganya by the way. Though haikuwa pesa kubwa inaweza saidia, juu ilikuwa 500 600, like haikuwa big amount. Okay.
I think as you ask that question, it's as good as it's answered. I think the Asla narrative, as it is up to that moment, but we don't know what's the meaning of their term, of the current government term. But so far, it looks more of a scam. because we were told about bottom up, like pesa mfukoni. We are not experiencing that at all. So up to that point, I'd call it a scam.
Hustler narrative. Well, hustler narrative was good for campaign. Is it viable today as we speak? Well, I think it has gone down. I think the government is not giving youth opportunity as it promised when the regime was campaigning. So I think it has gone down, but it's
Focuses on a lie. Then, so what is the biggest lie you have ever heard a Kenyan politician tell?
There are so many. There's so many. There's so many. I mean, as in, there is always that. Can I put it in Kiswahili?
Yeah.
Tutabadilisha maisha ya mwananchi. That's the biggest lie the politicians use. Because from where I come from, which is in Embu County, there's one major road that the politicians have used to campaign for the longest time. Like it's gonna be tarmacked. And there's a major road that would have opened, my interior place, but it's never happened. But they always use that road. So I mean, as in, tutainua maisha ya mwananchi. That's the biggest lie we normally hear from the politicians.
Wow, politicians lie for a living. It is a bit hard to point a specific lie because the politicians lie a lot. Well, some of the biggest lies we've had is some go like we'll build 43 stadiums, we'll build 100 and something dams. Well, I would say politicians lie a lot, and it is actually very hard to point out the truth from the lie. So I think that's a hard one.
Okay. Tutajenga barabara. Masomo itakuwa bure. Kwanza mimi natoka Migori County, ama Luo. Migori County, governor wangu ni Ochila yako. Ochila watasema wasimame, hii barabara from for example from Rongo to where itatengenezwa. Nikirudingi home December, pale no change. So wanatudanganyanga au masomo ni bure. Nikirudi home, kwanza brother wangu ananiambia, anataka hii pesa. Sijui nini. So mimi nashindwa hii masomo ya bure, barabara kwanza na boekanga nikiona hadi niko like guy.
Ndio huyo hapa. Alafu na jeshi yako nyuma pia principal. Everything.
Hapa pia tenzi yako inaenda hivi vikali. Kuna demo wangu